Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. I'm your best friend, Gallium, and today we have a rival league matchup between two 2-0 teams. One of them is going to have their first loss tonight, so I'm very excited. I'm joined here by my dog, Ventus. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I just got to watch a Game 5 thriller earlier in the Nemesis Gaming League, but this match I might be even more anticipating for. Galaxy versus Pineapple is a tale as old as time, constant back and forth. I feel like these two teams specifically are always in the playoff hunt. No matter who's on them, these orgs just seem to find a way to have these teams be good. And that might be slightly biased because I was on Galaxy for a couple seasons, but we're not going to talk about that. We are just going to enjoy the fact that both these teams are 2-0. We are ready to watch an absolutely amazing series.
I think everyone here is expecting a really great series, but I think they're expecting it for all the wrong reasons because both of these teams combined have won out of 4 games, 3 of them in game fives. So they like to take it to the distance. And the one game that they've played that they didn't go to a game five against another team was a game four. So these guys like to drag it on. So I think we're getting five pretty easily here. I'm gonna take Honestly, I'm going to take Galaxy in five. I really liked how they played. They played on stream last week, and I like how they played. They battled back, and they were a team I didn't think it was going to be great because I think Dalen's new to the league. Itrots is he just came up from Chally. He did win the chip, and DJD he didn't play on Galaxy last season, so or he was at least a sub last season. So this is like a new experience for all these Galaxy members. So I'm really excited to see how they perform. But on the other side of things, Pineapple, they have the boy Flip 1010 on the team. This dude is absolutely cracked, and I know Crip really likes Arc B-Ball, and I can't blame him. Okay, Arc B-Ball is the GOAT. Not the most mechanically gifted individual in the world, but he's so valuable to have on your team because he's just so good at rotations and he's faster than pretty much every player on the field. And then you have Flashy, who is a new acquisition. He just came back from the league. I believe he was here at season 9 and then left, and now he's back. So we have a lot of players coming and going, but overall, this one's going to be a good one. And Ventus, before we get this one started, who do you have taking this?
I'm gonna give the edge to Pineapples, and here's why. I think they're a more complete team. I think they have a higher ceiling, but also Galaxy has never started a season 3-0. They've lost to Pineapples twice in season 5 and 6 when they were 3-0, and they lost to Whiteout in season 11. They have never gone 3-0, and an early kickoff goal might be proving my point already. The curse seems real. Flashy's a great pass there to Flip. Flip a great shot past DJD, and Pineapples opening the scoring. I just think that Pineapples are going to find a way to take this series.
Yeah, it's looking like you're the smartest man in the universe right now because they immediately opened up with a goal less than 10 seconds in. But, I think honestly Galaxy can do it, and it's off of this man right here, DJD, probably the most slept on player in Rival. He is just so well rounded. It kind of makes me upset sometimes just how well rounded he is, and he's consistent. So that's something you really look forward to watching him. But on the other end, Flash just made a touch. He's going to be the mechanical one on this team. We're going to have to see if he can make some plays. Arc B-Ball, though, very fast to that one. He's going to try to double this one. He almost gets to it, but Dalen is going to get to it first. Flash gets one, gets a second, a beautiful pass, but Trot's going to deal with it using the breakout. Not a car we usually see, but, I can respect it a little bit. Dalen, he's up with it. Dalen gets waterfall down, and now Flashy, he takes a touch. Arc B-Ball in the midfield. Arc B-Ball is just going to go to the sidewall and let Flip take control of this one. Flip gets a touch. Trots to the side, and now Arc B-Ball faking it out for Flash. Dalen over to Trots. Back over to the Dalen, but Arc B-Ball cutting it off there. And Trot's going to try to make the save, but Flash is going to do away with it. And we're approaching the halfway point in this game, and so far it looks like things have settled down, but it looks like the Pineapples are just about to score.
Yeah, both these teams haven't really had many shots. We're seeing one on each side, just a second one there coming out from the Pineapples. And it seems like it's been a lot of a battle in the midfield. A lot of Galaxy just combating Pineapples players, not allowing them getting too close to the net. But as I say that, a shot just off the post coming out from Flip 1010. I know a lot of the people in chat seem to be rooting for Pineapples. I know Flashy and the MKG boys. I know that they support their guys, and I feel like Pineapples have a lot more of the pressure. They have not allowed the ball to go out of Galaxy's half, and it seems like I just said, so, you know, it might have just gotten overturned. But it seemed like the last 2 minutes they hadn't gotten the ball in the Pineapples half, and this was the first time to do so in that span. And Pineapples just seem very calm, cool, collected. They don't seem to want to force too much. But as I say that, I'm just gonna cast a curse again, if that's all right. Trot's gonna take the ball right off of Arcball off of that mistouch and put it in the back of the net.
I mean, Caster Curse is so perfect for this this season of spookiness, right? You know, you're cursing both teams at this point. So, you know, Ventus, I think it's appropriate for Halloween time. So I'll let it slide this time, but I'm sure Pineapples fans aren't too happy, but they're going to be happy as Arc B-Ball sends a nuke into the back of the net.
Yeah, it seems like Pineapples just get a lot of these kickoff goals. Flip kind of fakes out the touch, leaves it for Arc B-Ball in the midfield. That third man and Dalen pushing up a little bit too far. You kind of either have to decide whether you are going to play that back line or if you're going to push up aggressively, make one decision or the other. He kind of does neither, kind of plays in between and is not able to get the absolute banger that Arc B-Ball was able to put on that net. But, I mean, Pineapples, once again, even though it's like 2 kickoff goals and they haven't really scored any other way, I might have just cursed that again. They just score now off of Arc B-Ball leaving the ball off of that long clear from Flip. Looks like Dalen just kind of leaving the play, letting DJ go for that, but DJ wasn't able to be back in time. Maybe a miscommunication from Galaxy. Pineapple's definitely going to capitalize, though.
Yeah, I think Dalen was in no man's land there, and he was struggling to get back to that one, obviously. But, you know, not a great start for Galaxy. As you mentioned, historically a very good team and a very good organization. It just recently, Space Jam recently got taken over by Critter, DJD stepping into the AGM position. And I think Critter did a very good job drafting his teams. And, you know, I don't think he had to do much work for Galaxy because Galaxy already had DJD and you know, players that have proven time and time again that they can win, such as iTrots. Flip is going to get a 50 in the midfield. iTrots is going to try to bang it up to DJD. He's successful. DJD has one and tries to get a second, but it's not going to be a good enough touch. Flash now, he's going to take it down. Trots is going to be demoed for his troubles. Flip can't get to that one, and now it's Arc B-Ball. He takes a touch. Flash is going to take one himself. He's up with it. Flip reset potentially. He does get one, but it's not on target. Arc B-Ball trying to put it top right. It's not going to go. A little over a minute remaining. The Galaxy needs 2 goals to tie this one up, and Flash trying to take it across the face of the net, and iTrots trying to shoot it. They both get denied. A series of saves by Flip there. I mean, he's just an absolute demon, and Arc B-Ball, he might be cheating. This guy has not missed a shot yet.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure how Pineapples kind of got away with murder there. I thought for sure after Flashies took that across the net and kind of gave away the possession that it was going to be a goal. Pops off the crossbar. Flip able to get the follow-up save. And, I mean, another great pass to Arc Ball from Flash, putting a goal in the back of the net. And I talked about Pineapples only having 2 kickoff goals. Well, now they have 2 more legit goals that gives them a 4-1 lead. Pineapples going out of this game 1 happy, unless they throw it somehow, of course. But it seems like Galaxy just kind of missing something. They have not been able to break out of their half. Maybe the speed, maybe they're just not great touches that they're getting. There's a lot of things that Galaxy could improve on to stop themselves from being suffocated, but they need to kind of change up what they're doing in game number 2.
Yeah, I'm noticing that they're just basically... iTrots has basically been playing goalie this entire game. And if you want to be successful, you have to get him out and in the action a little bit. So I think DJD and Dalen have to do a much better job letting him cook. But Flash is going to get a consolation prize for this one. A nice goal from him with 1 second left. But, I mean, we all knew this one was over.
Yeah, just adding insult to injury is what Flash is doing right there. I mean, he's just rubbing salt in the wound of Galaxy after giving up a 4-1 game. They might get a throwaway goal here as Trot's going to get a 0-second goal. It seems like they're just kind of letting the goal go through. Flash kind of just faking, arc ball faking. I'm not sure what they were planning there, but I guess they're pretty confident in their ability to win this thing. Pineapple's taking game number 1. Honestly, this might be a little controversial, but pretty dominantly. They outshot 12-5. They had 4 of their 5 goals assisted. Galaxy weren't able to have any of theirs assisted, and very little defense, no saves between the two of them. Considering how many shots there were very little saves.
I mean, if you think it's a hot take that Pineapples dominated this game, I'm really scared to hear your cold takes, to be completely honest, because I do agree with you. They definitely dominated that game, and it just didn't feel like Galaxy was in it at all. At any point in the game, it just seems like whenever the Pineapples got in the Galaxy zone, it was just constant pressure. And the counterattacks from them as well were very, very good. And they capitalized a lot on Galaxy's mistakes. And that's what you have to do at the end of the day, right? Your opponent is going to make a mistake, and you have to be there to put it in the back of the net. As we see a mistake coming out from DJD. Flash can't get to it. Dalen misses. Arc is going to put it in the back of the net. Clean up Isle Galaxy. What just happened?
Are we sure this is rival? I'm just messing. A couple uncharacteristic mistakes coming out from both teams. It looked like a bump there, forcing the third man to be able to commit, and Trot's taking a flip out of the play, making sure he couldn't shoot. But Arc B-Ball was able to be there for the shot, not there for that one. But, I mean, Pineapple is opening up the goal scoring early once again. I don't know if you consider that a kickoff goal, but within the first 20 seconds, I'd consider that a kickoff goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was opened up by the kickoff for sure. You know, it might not be considered officially a kickoff goal, but I think it definitely was, as Arc almost fakes out Trots when I'm actually really impressed he got back to that one. But nevertheless, the ball is in Galaxy's end. Seems like I've been saying that a lot lately. Flash off the backboard. Arc is just going to shoot it, and oh my goodness, what a save. Arc has been lights out shooting wise, so that's a big save coming out from Galaxy. Let's hope they can get some momentum off of this, but still, they don't have a shot this game, and Pineapples have 4 so far, and that should have been probably a goal. Flip just being a little generous there. Flashy is going to follow this ball and try to get a 50, but Trots is finally going to get the ball down in the Pineapples end, and it's in the midfield and back into the Pineapples end now. So Ventus, I mean, it seems like Galaxy, they're trying to find a way back into this game and this series so far. They got into the Pineapples end, but they haven't really found anything that's working so far. What do you think needs to happen in order for them to put the ball in the back of the net?
I just feel like they're not holding the ball well enough. They're kind of just banging the ball away, allowing Pineapples to just pick the ball up for free, not putting great challenges on it as well. They're kind of just throwing themselves at the ball when Pineapples already have possession. Example right there. Arc B-Ball had a perfect possession play on the ball, and Trot's full dive commits with low boost on that play, allowing more and more pressure to mount. And, I mean, DJD not getting a great touch just allows Flashy to put a shot on net, a bump coming out from Arc B-Ball. And it seems like the two things I talked about really just came into a great examples for me. They need better touches to hold possession more, and they need better challenges. If they can do those things, which are, you know, easier said than done, they'll be in a much better spot.
I think it's all about mindset, right? If you go into a game expecting to take control of it, you're going to do better. But iTrots is trying to take control for this Galaxy team. He's been the only member of Galaxy to score any goals, and he continues it in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, another mistake there from Arc B-Ball, not able to get the read off that ceiling, and it's basically a free net for Trots. All he has to do is put it in the back of the net, and Galaxy, I mean, I don't know if they have not looked that great to me. I think that one of the biggest things that I saw when they were on stream Wednesday was Critter was able to facilitate a lot of offense for the Galaxy. And, I mean, he's a prospect player, but it felt like with him in the roster, Galaxy were much more fluid. They knew exactly where to play, what to do, where to go. and it just seems like they're all kind of lost. They're not sure exactly how each other want to play, leading to a bunch of lapses in the rotation, some overcommits, some early extensions, some
Oh my.
I mean, I don't. That was a crazy save by the opposing team. But I just feel like with how Galaxy was Wednesday, they were much more as a team. This is just three players playing Rocket League. It seems like to me.
Yeah, and I'm honestly confused why Doodle isn't playing. I believe he played against
Hmm.
the team he faced on stream with Critter and DJD. So they've taken both of those guys out and replaced them with two new guys on stream, and it doesn't look nearly the same here. It just feels like everything's just disconjointed. And to be fair, the Pineapples are a great team, and okay, that one's just gonna go in the back of the net. What a shot from Flip 1010. I mean, it's placement Percy out here. What a shot.
Yeah, great bump by Arc B-Ball in the midfield on trots, just freeing up that space. Flip catching DJ out of rotation, trying to catch him in that fake challenge that DJ was throwing at him. But, I mean, when you can see the opponent already turning before you even touch the ball, you can just rip it on net, and that's exactly what Flip does. And, I mean, I've had the luxury of playing on a team outside of Nemesis with Flip, and I feel like Flip is such an underrated player. He doesn't do anything super flashy. He's I mean, you talked about DJ the same way. He's just super solid at everything and makes little to no mistakes. And I feel like that's just how the Pineapples are going to get so far is on the back of Flip holding down the fort and making great plays.
Yeah, I mean, he's done that time and time again. And you know what? Another assist for Flip. What a pass coming out from Pineapples. They have 4 assists to 4 goals. Arc just going to shoot this one in the back of the net. It seems like he just finds his way to the goal every time. And, you know, I honestly, this series has not been close whatsoever.
Yeah, I think it's really come down to Galaxy just does not look good as a team. They look like three individuals. I mean, we talked about how they took out Doodle and Critter, or Critter is a sub up, obviously, but I mean, they played so well in that series together, and it seems like they're completely changing everything up. They aren't really sure what they want to do going forward, and I'm not sure this was the right choice. Maybe we'll see Super Sub Doodle come into play in the second half of the series, but again, Pineapples have just been so dominant. It's not like they've done anything special. It just seems like they're just playing a bit better than Galaxy. I feel like Galaxy are beating themselves.
Yeah, 100%. And this ball is going to hit the ground, I guess, whenever Flip feels like it here. But game two is going to go the way of the fruits here. Pineapple is getting it done in Rival. So they have one more game to go to take this and become 3-0 on the season and give Galaxy their first loss. Personally, I think they can do it 100%. I mean, they just look like the better team, as you've mentioned. It looks like three individuals just playing on the field. But honestly, like, iTrots has been playing very well, like, considering how little playmaking there is. I think he's been a great piece to this Galaxy team, and he's definitely been keeping them in it sometimes. But DJD's been playing pretty solid. It's just Dalen isn't getting the touches that I think he should be getting, especially playing that third man slash gadget role. I just feel like he's not doing enough in his role. And I think it's probably because he's not used to it. So I think he just needs to shift his mindset because he's a great player. He's just phenomenal. Oh, excuse me. He's phenomenal. But I mean, you gotta find a way to win. And so far, Pineapples have found every way to win. In Galaxy, they're kind of struggling here.
Yeah, I mean, Pineapples that last game outshot Galaxy 13-1. I mean, they are allowing Galaxy no time in the Pineapples half. They are just pummeling the net constantly making good passes between each other. And I feel like Pineapples have just been the better team. And it's not that they've done anything super flashy. Trotz does get another goal, his fourth of the series. And opens the scoring for Galaxy. But once again, I don't think it's been Pineapples necessarily playing fantastic. I just feel like they've been playing better than Galaxy, and Galaxy's just not been playing good.
Yeah, 100%. But we'll see if they can't get it back here. Trotz misses the first touch, but Dalen He's going to put it in the back of the net. And it seems as though Galaxy, they found some life here off a great kickoff from iTrots, and Dalen is going to put that one in the back of the net every single day of the week. And shout out his alpha boost. I just now noticed that he has alpha boost. That's pretty sick. I actually scrimmed him in UR, and I asked him, I was like, how'd you get alpha boost? He's like, with money. And I just felt like really stupid at that moment, but you know what, fair enough. He's just got a lot of bans, and he's really good at Rocket League. What else can you want in a teammate? As Flash is going to take one in the middle, flick it over one. Can he find Arc? He doesn't even need to. Flash is going to put this one in the back of the net to get it only down to one now.
Yeah, I think that Arc was trying to get a touch on this ball. Dalen reading the touch as well, and it just works as a fake into the bottom corner. I mean, either you're going to touch it really well, or you're not going to touch it at all and throw the other team off. And that's exactly what Arc B-Ball does there. I mean, it's a good play nonetheless. And I am kind of surprised Galaxy was able to get 2 kickoff goals. They do get a great capitalization there on Flashies, as Dalen was able to beat out that player on the clear from DJD. I'm surprised Galaxy got those 2 kickoff goals. I feel like Pineapples have always been the team that has good kickoffs and always gets the kickoff goals. And so even though they have a 2-goal lead right now, anything is doable. There's still 4 minutes left in game number 3. I would not be surprised if Pineapples were able to mount a comeback.
Yeah, 100%. There's so much time as DJD is just bullying Arc and almost got it saved. A little awkward from iTrots, but Dalen, he's going to put it in the back of the net. And now Dalen has a hat trick of sorts. He's been really producing for this Galaxy team. Great team plays overall from Galaxy. Every goal has been assisted as well. It's a little bit of a flip-flop here. It seems as though Pineapples are struggling a little bit, but it just eclipsed a minute in this game 3 so far. So, I mean, as you mentioned, I think they could definitely come back here, and they've shown that they can score pretty much at will. So we'll see if that's possible. Here's Arc B-Ball is going to take a touch. DJD going to get one right back. Flash is going to miss that one. Now it's DJD going to take a touch of his own. Tries to flick it. Arc is there, but DJD is almost going to put it in the back of the net. What a save from Flip. He has been a menace on the defensive end. A much needed presence there as Dalen's going to try to turn, but he doesn't have enough boost. Flash is backflipping. Probably on accident there. He's going to try to shoot. It's off target, but I don't think DJD expected that one, and Flip is going to find himself a goal.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great pass from Flashy to Flip. I mean, all 3 of those players were there for Pineapples. If DJ was able to get that clear, it was probably a goal. But also, this is kind of a problem with the Pineapples, specifically Flashies and Flip, because I know both of them. They are very willing to kind of just start having fun once they are up, and it's somewhat of a bad habit between the 2 of them. I think that they are kind of taking it a little too lightly towards the middle of the series, and then they're like, oh, we dropped a game or 2, now we have to lock back in and kind of take the game back by the reins. And it seemed like that's kind of what was happening towards the beginning of this game as well, where they went down pretty early, and now they've seemed to start ramping back up on the offense, start getting more pressure. I'm a little worried that it'll cause them to lose this game in general, but I feel like it's going to be a wake-up call for them that they can't just mess around and win.
Yeah, 100%, and I agree to a degree. I mean, I feel like they do mess around, but I'm pretty sure Arc B-Ball, he'll hopefully get them in check. I mean, you never know. I'm not sure who the captain is over there, but Flip does like to mess around, especially with Flash. They're very good friends, and I feel like they're actually giving Galaxy a run for their money right now. It seems like they've just put the pieces back together so far. They're making good chances as Flash is up with it, sends it to the backboard, but DJD, great play on 0 boost for him. Arc B-Ball is going to try to get a touch, but DJD gets one. What a shot from him. Flash, he's up with 1, but doesn't get a second. Dalen's just going to leave it for DJD. DJD just gets boost just in time as iTrots demos 1. The net's somewhat open, but Flash is going to make it back just in time. A little bit of an unfortunate spawn for Galaxy, and Flash is already up. Flash with 1. Can he double? No, he does not have enough boost as iTrots gets a very nice touch into the corner. He gets it above Flip there. DJD sending it down. A nice double from him. Flash now sends it to the side. Arc B-Ball tries to get it over there, but it's not going to go. Flip. He's up. Can't find the touch. DJD, can he find the double? He can't. And Dalen, he gets it away. High trots. Gets bumped out by Flash. Dalen, he's trying to cut, but Arc B-Ball is going to beat him to the ball there. Flash sends it over. And now Flip sends it to the corner. Tries to get it on target, but it's going to go off the backboard. Can Flash get there? And yes, he can. Beats out iTrots for this amazing goal. And now they're only down by 1 here, Ventus. This is totally doable.
Yeah, I mean, another good play from the Pineapples. And, I mean, Arc B-Ball maybe taking a step back from the offensive side of the ball. Definitely keeping a lot of the midfield presence as that third man. Flashy's kind of stepping up now as that goal scorer, that first man creating space. Flip being that facilitator that he usually is. This might be a goal, though, for Dalen. He's going to put it in the back of the net right behind Arc B-Ball. And just as we thought Pineapples could come back and potentially steal the game back from Galaxy, Galaxy put a great shot on net, kind of quelling the woes that might be the watchers over here that think that they aren't able to compete with the Pineapples.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not only just the spectators, but us. You know, I had no idea that they could compete against this Pineapple roster, but it seems as though they can. But Arc B-Ball is going to put one in the back of the net yet again, and it's now only a 1-goal game yet again. Flip a great pass off of an insane 50, and we'll see if Pineapples can't get another goal here to force OT, but I thought Galaxy was going to take this one before the series even started, but I mean, Pineapples have just proven that they're the better team, but with 25 seconds, they're going to need to win this game 3 to get a sweep. Flip gets one, tries to get a second, a nice ball, and Flash dunks him out. The game is tied.
Oh my word. What a great beat there by Flip. Getting the beat on Dalen as well. Trot's trying to get the pop past Flashy's full diving his second man. It's do or die in the last 20 seconds there. He's able to put it back in the net. He's able to tie it up for the Pineapples. Pineapples come back into this game, have all the momentum. Flashy's looking for a double tap, leaves it for Arc B-Ball, and this game couldn't get any closer.
Yeah, finally a close game. Seems like we've gone blowouts for the first 2 games, and now we're treated to a close game. This is obviously do or die for Galaxy, but I feel like it's also do or die for Pineapples, because if they lose this game, Galaxy gets a good bit of momentum, and they could stage a comeback into this series. Arc B-Ball just missing. DJD is going to send it to the midfield. Flash with a touch. Gets a second. A beautiful pass, but Trotz is going to deny that one. He's a full take of boost on the backboard. Arc B-Ball with a nice pass. Flashy, he's going to have to put this one on target. It's off the backboard. Flip with another ball. Flash with the bump, and that's a great play. Yeah, the Pineapples are going to take it in 3, and it's the most unbelievable comebacks you'll ever see.
I mean, a great bump there by Flashies. I couldn't ask for, well, I could ask for a better series, but I just think it's such a fitting way that they start messing around early in game number, or the end of game number 2, early game number 3. Then they're like, okay, we need to lock in. Somehow are able to come back, take the game in overtime, are able to sweep, and I mean, I don't want to say Galaxy going 2-0 was fraudulent, because that's just me. But that being said, Pineapples just looks so much better than Galaxy, and they're the same record. And I don't know whether that is just Pineapples are the top team. I mean, especially now with a rival being in question, with Thigh Chad getting moved up to Titan. Who is going to be these top rival teams? Is it going to be Galaxy? They'll have to step it up. Is it going to be Pineapples? They've shown that they can beat the other top the top people in the standings. I mean, there are a lot of questions in rival league with so much stuff going on. A couple teams already changing up rosters, and I feel like Pineapples coming out here showing the sweep just kind of solidifies themselves at the top of rival league.
Yeah, 100%. And they had the last series on stream where they had Critter sub it in there with Doodle and DJD. but I thought they played an incredible team game to win that series. I just think Doodle not playing is kind of making me scratch my head a little bit. I don't know if he had, he was busy. Um, I don't know what's going on, but I thought he should have been out there and playing. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. And Galaxy, they unfortunately go down to 2-1 on the season. But don't leave just yet. We have a nice matchup coming in at 9:30. So stay tuned. Ventus, thank you again for casting with me. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, thank you. Honestly, I just have so much fun casting with Gallium. I feel like you can feel it as the viewer. You can see how much fun we're having in the booth. But I mean, obviously that's why they had us as the caster duo for season 12. I don't want to brag about myself, but I mean, we could just we always have such a fun time, and I'm so glad
Yeah.
that I was able to cast with you tonight.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, Ventus. You're my dog, but unfortunately, it has to end sometime. So that's going to be this time. We're going to get you guys to the next series. It's going to be Warhawks taking on Wyverns. Should be a good one in the Prospect League. See you guys later. Peace out.